Oh no, I was talking. God damn it. Oh, I didn't even notice. Fuck. Oh, it's going so good. Alright, so that was because the mic got reset back to, the OBS mic got reset back to default. Despite the fact that it wasn't even a Windows update. I just turned my computer off and back on, but I guess it just had one chilling in there. This stream is going so well. Thank goodness my wife is awake way too late. Oh god, I was even saying, I fucking managed to get text box storage when I was doing the test one, so none of you are ever gonna see that for the rest of the night. There's no way I'm gonna hit that again. Got it the very first time I tried it, like, I don't know, a year or two later. I wasn't even trying to. It is just burned into my brain. Anyway, so like basically what happened there was when the robot was supposed to spawn, nothing happened. It just like didn't move at all. And like when I realized, oh wait, the game is like something's clearly happened. At first I thought the game just crashed, but then I looked over at Live Split and the time had just stopped. And then that was when I realized, like, I had to hold the physical power button to flip my computer back off and on for like 10 minutes. So, oh, thank you for sticking around, everyone. Good start. Let's fucking try this again. Yep, that's more like it. Yes, I have not played through this game pretty much since the 60 FPS patch came out. Ow. And I think you can tell. I'm gonna like fuck up the split timings even. Not bad. Okay, good. I did get the one cycle there, so that's nice. I'll take that. So yeah, we'll definitely see where like my muscle memory fails me or I start accidentally doing surface percent, but yeah. I've kind of been feeling like I would like to get back into this game a bit. You can actually see down at the bottom, but I did lose my world record. I am actually in 3rd place now on the virus leaderboard. Which, to be fair, just kind of took someone spending the time actually running this game again. Brothermain, the person I took world record from originally, now has it because they kind of came back to the game for the first time in ages. And was able to get a world record, so... It's fun to have some competition. Let's go. I wasn't even thinking I would go for that, and then I got it. Hell yes. Jump height is not fixed in this game. It is entirely down to how long you hold it. You will stop getting acceleration. Oh boy! As soon as you let go of it.
Oh!
That's not the button. Use undo split. There we go. I'm gonna do this right, damn it. There we go. Man, I just did a bug jump that I pretty much invented flawlessly, and now I'm just fucking up regular random movement. This is coming back to speedrunning, baby. I'm gonna get this. Ah, no, I'm gonna get the one in the other room. I'll get the fastest thing. I'll get myself some extra health because the virus is probably going to be a nightmare. Jay, you can jump like barely any, and you can jump a bit more than barely any. Rude. Enough. That should work. Alright. All coming back to me. I believe I found you can't actually get this guy from the second bounce now if you miss him the first time around. Yeah, that is fair.
Oh.
Oops. That was supposed to be the, dash. None of it's in my hands right now. They're good friendly gamers, it's true. Nice. There we go. This is pretty much all muscle memory. Like, I've played this game a few times. I feel like it's gonna get a lot worse in the later sections. They all have Finnish names? Which Miyazaki is it? Animator Miyazaki or Dark Souls Miyazaki? Damn, didn't quite have the jump to get up there. Oh boy. A lot of my movement on like the tough stuff is pretty locked in, and then a lot of my movement in the random going around spots is sloppy as hell. Oh god, I don't have shot rhythm at all. That works though. Oops, that meant to be a down. Okay, that was better. Wanted to be facing the other way there, but it's fine. Alright. Hook shot, baby! Oh right, I have the V-dash. What a strange feeling. It's not what I wanted to happen at all. I feel like Brother Main came up with some hilarious motion that you could do there. B. all coming back to me, the hook shots and stuff. It's really all coming back to me. Nice, that was a good one. I love the grappling hook so much. Oh, it was so close. That's one of my favorite ones that I don't usually get anyways. Get out of here, dude. Nice, I still have the timing on that shot. Not actually there. Really need to like not do that while I'm hooking. It's fine. Keep pressing buttons when I don't want to. I split on screen transitions because it's easiest to make things with the. I like to do practice splits out of them, and it's a lot less button confusion. Wherever you lead, I will follow with it. I fucked up. Oh, shit. That was so bad. There's what I haven't done in a bit. Ah, the horrible sand of take your V-dash. It's fine, I'm fine. The worm! Meridia tunnels, I don't quite have my my timings on. Speaking of something that we're gonna learn if I have a timing on, let's see if I can still do hook jumps. Yes, yes I can! Oops, oops. You can definitely feel the bits that are pure muscle memory versus spots where I have to freestyle a little bit. Once we get to the final boss, it's gonna be a nightmare. I've been doing more with my hitbox lately. So I also got Marble Tokon. Been doing some stuff with Arzette. And I definitely like to do a run of Zexia now that I don't have to beat Infiltrator. We'll see when that happens, though. There's no reason for me to be doing the hook jump there. I think it hypothetically can save a bit of time, but not that much. Oh, let's go. I keep hitting that to try to skip. Oh, that's Arzette, isn't it? That's what it is. That's the like skip cutscene button in Arzette. I'm taking this very safe. Because it'd be really funny if I fucked it up. Alright, here's the save point that we're gonna see if I fuck any of the next several sections up. Oh, he's a god. I do not need to charge a shot. This is important. Wrong one. That was almost so good. Poop. I was really proud of how well I did that section. And then I teleported to the wrong one. Turned the power on, which means we're in Fun Town. It's all jazz. This is the problem room. We should be good. 12 health is plenty. Luckily, I'm perfectly willing to take my time. No reason for me to be holding a charge shot right now. Ow.
Oh.
No. Yeah, that's entirely ours, that memory. That's the thing you do when you start a cutscene. Okay, I've made it fun for myself, but not deadly yet. Shut off his AI? No. Bad. I feel like it's a sub-pixel thing. Here, I believe it's... Oh god, I can't remember if it's the end of this room or the like if I split going into here, if I split going into the next room. Or like going into the save room. I guess it doesn't really matter. There we go, that's correct. I think it's actually getting over to the end of the next room because I have to time the shot there. That makes sense. Alright, now for the deadliest part.
Oh.
Arzette? You ass! Having to respect these things. Well, see if I can keep this. That works. I have to jump. Oh god, it's been a long time. Would have been so funny if I got a double bounce in this fight my first time back. Alright, still have it so far. It's a good thing I healed. That would have been enough to kill me. I did the wrong one. It's fine. Fucking fine. Alright. Well, I mean, we're doing pretty well. It's been 19 minutes. We're about to finish the game. The about to's doing some work here, but, you know. Hello. Alright, use the technical term, that was bad, but it's fine. Alright, I'm in danger. If you think that's gonna stop me... Damn, I should've been brave. Okay. Damn, that was less damage than I wanted. Okay, so I would have won there, except I hit his hand instead of the shield. His hand does 3 damage, the shield does 1. Tragic. I actually had that. Really, it was the fact that I just barely missed shell lock in the first bit. And then took a bajillion damage from him. That didn't help either. To be fair, my shield does a bajillion damage to him. Much better. Yeah, you saw those did 1 damage to me. That's because I hit the shield instead. And that was way better. There we go. Doing the monster mash here. And there we go. Environmental Station Alpha in 23 minutes, give or take. And that's pretty much all there is. Yeah, that's it. I will say, we actually had a run submitted to, brain is broken. We actually had a run submitted to the alien ending category, which is basically the 100% category, for the first time since before I started speedrunning the game. And it's kind of sick, and I kind of want to learn it, but first I need to remember how to, like, play the game at all. So I'm doing, I'm warming myself back up. Hey, great job. You did a fantastic job. I agree. Let's give that robot some cookies and not really worry about anything else that happened. Alright. Well, let's see if we can do a little better than that and also not fuck up my splits so bad. No promises on either of those things, but hey. We will give it a shot. I mean, for our very first run back, I'm pretty happy with that. Ugh, yeah. I'm not gonna get it again. The only time I will ever get text box storage on the first one, on the first scene, is gonna be if is gonna be the one I did off stream to test that the game wasn't gonna crash my computer again. Sad. Okay, that's a little iffy for the one cycle, but I should be able to get it. Oh, barely. I'm not sure I deserved that. Alright, better. Bad. Tragic. My fingers forgot what they're supposed to do for a second there. Fine. Oh, oh. Okay, one of you gets to live. Thought we were gonna get the 4 for 4. If I time my jumps perfectly, I do get all... I can do that without stopping, but it's really fucking hard, so I pretty much never do. Ooh, got that guy. That doesn't always happen. You kind of have to get like a perfect shot rhythm for it to happen. Alright, so you also got to see this once, and that's a treat. I don't think I'll be able to do it again. just as a warning. There we go. That's what it's gonna look like. That or I'm going in the drink, and that's when the real time loss begins. There we go. I'm starting to remember all the various jumps that I do. And like, you know, the shots that I get in when I do them. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Be nice, worms. Worms were not nice. Tragic. Alright, I'm starting to feel it. I actually, like, even this start here has been a lot smoother. It is so ridiculous how long it has been, but how it's just like, yep, this is all just in my hands. I remember this. This was my COVID project. I played so much ESA. from there. I would go out for runs in the morning before work and then come back and like just be during the runs I would just be thinking about ESA runs and stuff like that. It was great. Tragic. Oh, also tragic. Tried to itch my nose there and almost missed the save point, which would have been bad. But hey, that was actually faster than my current PB. Which it's worth noting, the current PB is like not me super locked in on the game at all, because like it's post 60 FPS update. I figured I had to at least set some new world records. So both Virus and Surface runs are pretty scuffed overall. But the 60 FPS bonus is just so good. It just does so much work that I get it for free with a little bit. Which should mean that, you know, I can take back world record if I decide to really focus on this. Well, we'll see how long I go for. I really wanted to press the RZ skip button. I didn't, but I want you all to know that I wanted to. Someday I will figure out the secret of always getting up there without the double jump. That's a little bit of time saved. Always carving myself a too wide hole when I can because you get stuck on single ledges. It's not an amazing pattern, but it is okay. I fucked it up anyway. It's fine. There we go. Not my finest, but not the worst I've ever done. Nice. Under the ball. Okay. I don't mind that. This is actually a pretty good scrapping fight. Oops. Fine. Surprised just how much time I lost on that segment, but it do be like that sometimes. Alright. Hooking time. Hooking time. Had to up hook shot there. I'm genuinely surprised. Okay, nice. That was actually blowing a two hole in it. Love that. Tragic. Tragic, he says, while losing half seconds. That is tragic. That's like the one up hook shot that I do that is useful, saves time, and is, feels good. The only one. Okay. Mark you. Gonna get the good hook on that at some point. Swear to God. We're doing it today. Nice. Get out of here. That dude bonked me like 5 times last time around. I'm pressing the correct skip button most of the time. That's good. Didn't get stuck in there. That's also good. Kind of nuts that I lost 8 seconds there, but I think it was the, whatchamacallit room. Hook shot room. Did a lot of that. And then just general tiny stuff. Alright, let's not fuck this up. That's better. This is better. But we'll work our way back to doing this room correctly eventually. Nice, got the middle shot there. Oh, I love this game so much. I love the movement in it. I love just doing this route. I love all the little tricks. My brain has gotten so used to doing this stuff. That was good. That was a good hook shot. Ah, damn it, couldn't shoot that guy fast enough. I really do love it, yeah. Alright, I'm not gonna do the fucking extra jump here. I'm just going to regain it over here. Not waste a ton of time doing this. Still hit it perfectly. Love that for me. Oh, that feels so good when you get it right. Second try. Not bad, not bad.
Oh!
Not correct. Gotta make sure that I'm actually going to the right place this time. We will do it. We can make it happen. Yes, it feels so good when you like can just slide through a room at a crazy rate of speed just because you've done it enough times to know and you like practiced out the like, all right, now I gotta move here. Now I gotta move here. There we go. Yes, we got it. So that hook shot there is like one of my favorites in the game. That dude's hitbox is turned off just because of the thing. We just lost text storage because we removed text storage in it. His hitbox just didn't load in properly. So the thing goes right through you, which is great. Finally get that, which is nice. Couldn't shut his AI down. Bad. Fun fact that I think still exists in this version, it's not consistent to break the charge block and the like big room over there by just letting go of it in the middle of the screen transition. Sometimes you'll like load in before the block does, since your shot will go off and it won't do it. So I always just time it to when I know the screen like it is actually loading me in and I have full control of the character. Woohoo! Didn't end up in the drink. It tried to do that several times. Before I let go of the button there. Only 7 seconds on that. That's actually quite good. I actually lied. The other block room is my magnum opus. I spent so long finding a path through this room and like plotting courses depending on how much health I had. Because you can just damage boost if you've got enough to spend, you know? You just do stuff like this, which I am not brave enough to do and I don't have much health. Ah, it feels so good. I had absolutely no reason to take that heal there. I had more than enough, but we're still in here. If I lose more than 12 health, then it will have been worth it. Which means I'm not taking a hit for the record. Come on, let's see the double bounce. Give it to the people. He hates the people. Yep. Alas, no getting stuck on the seam today. I believe the Tasser knows how to make the double bounce happen, but it's kind of too precise for meaty human fingers.
Oh.
Okay. What if I did split in that room? Interesting. Because, like, 7 seconds is a lot. But also, ooh, I did do the thingy room a lot better. Interesting. Lean. I don't think I was that good at it when I did, like, the world record there. Like, that's sort of the funny thing about this. All of my splits, like, all of my golds right now are not real, like, 260 FPS golds. Let's go! I discovered that, too. Cooking a little bit. I'm willing to admit it. A little bit. I don't think that's gold. Real close though. We got ourselves a stew going. If he had actually done some slightly better attacks, that would have been a gold split. Alright, well, there's a sub 20 on my second. And a gold split. Again, there's like a world where that is because that I did actually split differently on those ones. Like on when I was doing the runs last time when I got the last world record, the sub 20. But I do kind of think that I don't think that like that was a really good final security room there. I had a ton of health from the first room because I didn't really lose very much, and I basically just completely muscle memoried through the second room in a way that I don't think I was willing to do back in the day, especially because I took way too much damage usually. I bet if you look at my world record, that is probably where most of those golds are from, that was what happened there. Ah, alright. Now we just gotta get it all together. That's a good one. 1846. Man, I did set a decent world record, I guess. Probably gonna take some work to get back to, but hey, if I, shave 4 minutes off that one, how hard could it be? Just shave 4 minutes off this next run. I'm mad about the missplit in the charge shot, too. Still don't have it. I'm waiting too long. I'm scared of it. That's the problem. This is not the correct way to go through this room, by the way. I'm getting a little stuck. That was a lot better for the first cycle. Beautiful. Okay. yeah, the +0. We're starting to get there. We did get a really bad pattern on the trash bot. Danger. One fish. Getting the double shots, love it. Ooh, I'm a little surprised I actually had that jump there. Missed that one, that's fine. Life sometimes. Oh yeah, and I fucked this up too. Not majorly, but like enough. So yeah, this is the proper fail state. This is like the restart the run state. We won't, but that is sometimes you just miss that thing clean. I'm flipping around too fast, which is interesting. I'm flipping around too fast, which is interesting. There we go. Nobody saw that. Yeah. That's pretty much how it went. That's why I got a gold on that. Oh, don't be there. Okay, did at least go to the worst part. There's kind of an art to doing that as quickly as possible. Nope, I meant to shoot there. It's always fine to shoot as the screen transition happens there, like I did with that guy. It's a little bit of a weird art, because kind of similar to like letting go of the charge shot after you've regained control of your character, but while the whole vignette effect is still happening. Like if you do it too early, you just kind of, it just doesn't do anything at all, but like once you get the feel for it, it just clears out that area if that guy is there, and if he's not there, it doesn't matter. That was better. Where we're just slowly adding pieces on that have been in my muscle memory for years now. Just need to be reawakened. That's about as bad as I could have done that. By the way, if you're wondering why I shoot him, that makes him shoot. You could probably tell that, but like... and when you do that, that puts him on a consistent cycle. Because he is like, he just swims in a direction and shoots, and then he turns around every time he shoots. So if you shoot him as you go past him the first time, he ends up in a consistent place, even if his pattern was funky beforehand. Yeah, we're starting to see greens in the previous, like in the previous section, which is really nice. Ooh, didn't take any damage there. Also nice. I just didn't shoot. I forget to shoot that thing a lot, actually. When you see like a 3 seconds or a 6 seconds on the V-dash split specifically, that usually means that I made a fish cycle that I didn't in the previous one, basically. Not brave enough yet. I can get world record with an extra health tank, like, genuinely. Oh, we have not yet begun the dark ritual of practice. Trust me. I made a save pack for this game so that I could just do specific bits. There we go. See, so you can make that without a double jump, and it has to do with like retaining your like the double jump moment or the single jump momentum, but I don't fully know how it works. All right, he gave us a bad pattern last time, so let's get a good pattern instead. That's the good pattern. Under? Turn backwards there so that I would get knocked in the other direction. Alright, let's not fuck this room up. Acceptable. That's fine. Not my finest hooks. Not the worst ones. Not terrible. Not impressive. This room is so hard to hookshot good in. Ugh, sad. Didn't get hit by that lava, by that flame shooter at least. workable. You'd prefer not to hit your head on that one, like it is faster to get the full swing, but it's quite difficult to do that. That wasn't the right button. Some might even call it the wrong button. Ended up in the shame hole. Ah, tragic. That was a good kill. That was quite fast, I think. Now we're consistently getting within 6 seconds of a bunch of things, which is good. No, I think that's pretty much right. Nice. Damn it. I was like, third time's surely gonna be the charm, but I didn't say it, and that's why it didn't work. The next time, that's actually the third time. Oh, the worm loves giving kisses. It loves us so much. Tragic. No. There we go. That's more or less a specific hand placement. Like, I just have to hold my fingers at the right angle so that the double jump gets hit, or the hook shot gets hit 1 frame after the double jump. This is like one of the few games that I've actually developed hand tech for. I should say a lot of my games were done on, like a lot of my older runs were done on a different hitbox than the one that I'm using right now, because I'm using a Hot 42, which I have been like, it's become my default for years. I built my original one, it has Sanmod buttons, which are so nice, and I do miss those sometimes, but the portability of this thing can't be beat. But it does mean there's some things where my fingers are just like, not used to it. You know? You can see it's still not fully consistent, but what is in life? That's consistent. That's also hand position. Because I did, like, teleport storage is actually a pretty tough trick to do. But I am, like, so used to it that I have only missed a few this stream so far. In-generator activated. Boo. Boo. Unsurprising, but still boo. Nice. Killed him before the jump there. You can damage boost in these to go forward a cycle, but it's really dangerous because they do a fuck ton of damage to you. You need to not be holding a charge shot there. Oh, I've had such an itch in my ear for like the last several minutes. Finally was able to scratch it while I was walking there. Yeah, I want to go slightly backwards there so he jumps backwards. And no reason to be holding a charge shot there. Give my finger a break. Common fail state for me in this room is to go flying up into that little corridor up there. It's not a full screen transition, so it's not the slowest thing in the world, but it is quite slow because it does like stop your next hook shot. That's surely where I split. That feels correct. Ooh, smooth. Fun fact, he will still shoot you when you go through there, like when you have the text box up, but it will not hurt you. So you can use that to kind of scam the time. Tragic. Beautiful. Yeah, you'll really notice that I don't really miss those very much, and that's because, like, the way the buttons are set up on my controller, the hand position's, like, trivial. Hookshot jump's a little more complicated, and you don't actually use them as much. I'll see a double bounce again someday. Da-da-dee-da-da-da. This fight is basically an auto-scroller, but there are ways that you can make it harder for yourself. Like, you do influence where he ends up stopping when he does the spin cycle. And if he puts himself, like, too far into the corner, it becomes a lot more annoying to guide the ball into him. Press it. I did it again there. That's like, I pressed the forward button, like I pressed the jump button instead of the shoot button, and like the shoot button's the one that actually turns on the teleporter for me. I believe they're one frame off, like for most of the movements in this. Hookshot jumps and most forms of storage are on one frame you activate a text box, and on the second frame you open up the map or some other thing. That's not the button. Fine. Like, it's technically a piano input, but, again, the way I get it consistent is that I just know the position for my finger and my index finger and my thumb to be in. Nice. We get to see his hand go down infinitely there as well. I don't remember what the other run was. Was it 1944? Is this faster? I think it is. But I also don't remember. I like that the explosion goes off no matter what. Alright, not quite as much of an improvement as the last one, but almost all of that was in the fucked up fly jump there. Yeah, I feel like it was a 1940 something. So that's really good. The fact that, like, versus my best splits on this, which again are not optimal, they are not the best that I have. Everything except that one was within 10 seconds, and even only 2 of them were like, 3 of them were above 5 seconds. Like, that's pretty nice. It's coming back to me. Granted, a lot of those seconds are gonna be very hard to get back, but like, I'm happy with that. I am gonna go to the bathroom, but then I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more runs, I think. I'm having a good time. Hope everyone else is as well. God, I haven't played this in so long. It's so good. This is my comfort game. I think the other thing is, like, this game does not stress my hands the way the Pizza Tower does. Part of the reason that I stopped running Pizza Tower, even like IL stuff, is that it actually was getting to the point where my hands were really starting to hurt. And I definitely do feel like I could push them a little too far doing runs of this, but like, at least right now, I actually do feel pretty decent in the fingies. That was 1930, and I lost like 20-something seconds. But could have been like very close to my PB if I had hit fly skip there. All right, be water, my friend. Little early, but that's fine. I don't mind that. That's closer to what I want. That was a much better than I've been doing this room. A much better. shot rhythm's coming back as well. I really like that this isn't a mashing game, like, at all. Shooting is basically always in a rhythm, is the correct way to do it. 1.1. Eh. Not my finest fall. I didn't have faith that that jump made it. Yeah, that right there is like a one-frame trick. I do think this is very much a game where, like, I get a lot of value off of having originally playing this on keyboard than playing it on now on Hitbox, because like it really, the consistency of being able to do inputs as like as a whole hand input instead of individual fingers is so nice. Oh, I have it. Let's go. I love that trick so much. I think I'm the only person who does that, like, ever. Like, basically, you kill the first fly because he's a nightmare, and he will chase you down. Like, he does move faster than you, and he will catch up to you if you lose any speed whatsoever. But if you can, you know, keep ahead of him, it's faster. Forgot the split, it's fine. It's pretty minor. Off by a few seconds. Technically, this game does have both of them, although the simultaneous frame tricks aren't in this run. They are in surface percent. Simultaneous frames are much more consistent. I thought I was in the second room, which is a very common thing that I do. So if I forget that there's 2 rooms there, I just fall in the water because I forget to jump. Yep, simultaneous is teleport storage while shooting, which we don't need to shoot here, so we just don't. There have been a few times where I've been like, I really want to shoot right now, because my brain is remembering, my fingers are remembering surface percent. I believe that is the slower direction. But it's fine. Thank you, little guy. Calm little dudes. Better. Ow. There was a time when I was like locked in enough to flip directions there, so I got damage boosted in the other direction. I'm not quite there yet, but maybe we'll see. Got hit by that guy. These things happen. That's relatively minor. Nice. It's also sort of weird because, like, in a way, I like the challenge of off-frame tricks a little bit more. Like, they're more satisfying to get correct, but like, especially when you have to do a ton of them in a run, simultaneous, for the consistency of simultaneous frames, like, especially when the cost of not doing it is outrageously high, it's like, you know, it really can't be beat. When every time I have to do this, I'm risking my entire run. But I really like this has both, and kind of in like low enough split numbers. Like the thing about Pizza Tower is that it is an absolute APM game. Like it is, there are so many things you can be doing to help yourself, and people have figured out so much bullshit, and it's so good, and God bless them for it. It's so fun when it does work, but like, I'm 35. I'm gonna be 36 in a few months. This game is so much nicer on the hands, even with still having like some really satisfyingly interesting tricks. That was not great. It's fine. Oh yeah. I understand, but also when I was playing Pizza Tower, it was with a bunch of Zoomers. Well, gave it all back there, but hey, we were ahead for a few splits. That's fun. Gave it all back there. The missile jumps in Zexion are kind of the thing that I'm like the most interested in. Fights are a little chaotic for me in that game, but like the movement tech, like, and the slide shooting, the slide stuff feels so fucking nice when it goes off. I am definitely going to do a speedrun of Zexion at some point. I wanted to originally, but like I said, Infiltrator really fucked me up. But I definitely will. It's kind of just finding the time for it. Ow. Room is a shambles. By the way, you can get hit by that guy right on the screen transition, and the knockback will still happen, so you get knocked back into the other room. Which is pretty funny. Also, yes, I do hand stretches. I am also a computer toucher, and my wrists are mostly quite good, and like, you know, various other things. It's really like holding a button for the length of a speed run, and like, you know, especially when there's a lot of reflex to like, you know, press it harder. It can be quite stressful in runs. That I think makes it a little special. Ooh, that was actually kind of lucky. It's possible to not have the hook shot, like to not hit a hook shot block if you shoot it inside there. But like, I actually think I keep my hands in very good shape generally. Pizza Tower was actually the first time in my life where I actually felt like, doing this is kind of hurting them. You know, and it is funny because like my left hand is actually pretty good at holding buttons. Like, you know, it's holding left and right for like this whole fucking thing. All right, I did it. I'm just gonna hit that. You can dodge it, but I'm too excited to remember how to do that. Oh, hello, free time save. I bet world record had me falling in the sand. I've not lost nearly enough in these splits for all these times I've been falling. But yeah, it's like, you know, my right hand, especially the index finger, just does not like it very much. Damn, I fell in the hole there. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Yeah, when I watched any percent Zexion, like the current world record, I was like, oh wait, I can do this now. Like, Siege is funny because he is a very difficult fight, but like, you can just do so much to him during all the cinematics, and like, I can see how you would solve that fight, especially with proper control over your shots and shit. The final boss scares the shit out of me. Even with, like, special attacks and shit. I am no good at that. But I am sure that a lot of it can be done.
Oh.
Nice! Yeah, I was like, I don't think I hit that in the previous runs. I'm not even looking at the time because I need to not activate Serpent 5 and I'd get too excited. There we go. We won't actually know if I am ahead for a bit. Start charging a shot. Damn, I missed one. Gotta turn in my gamer card. Siege is a really cool boss. Fucking Infiltrator sucks and I hate him. I hate him so much. Way too jumpy. Also, I play with a hitbox, so I don't have the, it is not easy for me to do, aiming my shots separate from, like, movement. I had to think about that for a second there. But better to take them up. I do have a setup that lets me play decently with it, but... Yeah, it's like if I rub myself too far into him, he jumps to the left instead of the right, which is a time loss. But if I can get into him the right amount there, I can kill him before the jump to make it a time save. Stuff out here. Zexion is a nightmare game. I love it so much for that. Hey, we shut his AI off. I thought so. I have noticed that when I get a good hook shot into that, like in the room prior to that, it seems to put me on whatever subpixel I need to get over there, like to make it so that I go past him on the same frame that his AI has to make a decision about to going left or right. Because that's why he stops, for the record. And for whatever reason, when I get good movement in the previous room, it seems to pay off for me by shutting his AI off, and that is a time save because I don't have to dodge him. Weird little stuff. Oop, I'm under, uh-oh. Danger! Whew, okay. Didn't die. Very off cycle in this room right now. Which means we get the dangerous version of this one where I'm not just throwing my life away. Which is fine. Not good. I kind of forgot the order of the treadmills there. Silly me. Okay, that was a little closer to death than I would have liked, but we lived. That's all that matters. Only point of health that matters. I am not yet foolhardy enough to not lose the 2-ish seconds that healing does you. By the way, I moved the cursor over to the right because if you don't, like you tend to move your cursor further over to the left as you do this fight. And so if you don't move your cursor over all the way to the right, you actually do lose a little bit of time menuing over to the teleporter. To the teleport we want to go to. So if you just move it over to the right, because it is the one that's over on the top right there. It took me an embarrassingly long time to figure that out when I was trying to do world record runs. Still has a hit left. You jump there. I got him perfectly in the middle of the room there. That's fun. There we go. I think it's also an RZ thing that I'm trying to go forward with the jump button there. Slightly weird though. Might just be that's what my hand's on. Alright, the most perfect virus fight could do it for us. Not giving me a huge amount of hope. If I ever see one of those balls, it's a failure. Man, when I have the health, I should really just do this. That's way faster. I like to go into this with at least 7 health. 9 is functional. Never punished. I was gonna say, his hands are gonna go really fast here. Okay, good. I fucked up? Okay. Oh, that's so tragic. That was actually a really good one. Okay, that's fine. Be better if I didn't slam into him so much, but you know. That was so close. Yeah, no, I got a little reckless there. I did say I'm comfortable with 7 health, right? Virus is genuinely one of the harder fights in the whole game. Damn it. Oh, that's bad. I think I am dead. Oh, I almost killed him. Damn, but if I had hit the first shot, I think he would have been dead. That little leap. that's something I'll have to keep in mind. It's barely anything, but like I lose a little time because I jump into that hole to get a more consistent position. God bless you, Shelllock. Yeah, the speed of that when I have an extra health pack is pretty nice. Ooh, that was even more instant than I remembered. Those would have killed me, by the way. This is just to establish the danger. The final fight is kind of RNG on the stuff that he does, because like especially at the start, he picks a hand and he picks a thing to do. If he picks the left side hand and the either the red or the yellow, those do damage. The blue does not do damage on contact. So like, if I don't feel like I can spare the health, I don't rub my body all over the hand, but if I do feel like I can spare the health, I absolutely do just get his ass. Well, we did set a gold there, so like, you know, a lot of that run was pretty good. Yeah, Trashbot I messed up a bit. I feel like actually it was probably more the movement. You know, we were 9 seconds behind PB going into the virus, so like I feel like a decent virus kind of would have done us. I mean, it's PB was 3 seconds behind the gold there. I imagine the gold is not an amazing gold because the virus is just there's so much. I gotta get the shell lock. I gotta get like a really good phase. I gotta get like at least a reasonable phase 2 where I hit every shot that I can. And then I have to get really lucky on the hands and also execute. So it's like, I doubt that I have got a true gold split on my virus. All right, I think I got one more run in me and then we will finish up for the night. But this is good. This has been good. I'm really enjoying it. I hope everyone else is as well. Someday. I literally did it off stream when I was testing it, and I knew I was not going to do it again today. Not a good jump. It's fine. Ooh, that was good. I mean, hey, Hempuli, whatever it is, I'll play it. Even if it's its own thing, even if it's, totally different. Got trapped. There we go. Oh, God, 2 fish in a bad spot. That's fine though. Had to stop very briefly there. Yeah. Nice. No way that I get this again. Nope. Ah. God, it's so funny. Like, that's actually a pretty tough trick, but it feels like it really shouldn't be. Finally managed to not press back to the right too quickly there, which is good. I'd play it. You can't stop me. I have faith in you, whether you want me to or not. Oh god, and yeah, so I didn't jump there, which meant I didn't aggro him, which then slowed me down even further. It's fine. All together, we're putting a good set of individual segments in, just not all in the same run. And hey, that's kind of all you can ask for sometimes. Okay, good. I was a little worried that the one I hadn't seen was going to be in that top hole. They do love to do that. There's like literally only one hole in that room that is a problem, but they seem to just always be there. Or going to there. Pump it, pump it, pump it. There's faster ways up there, but, you know. Okay, that's pretty good. It's funny how you can clearly see that the PB lost time on the second split. This is fine. That was actually genuinely good. Nice. I was gonna say, we actually gained a good amount of time on that one. PB also clearly lost a bit of time on second split as well. Ah! You do fall in there every so often. Whoops. I don't believe that's slower than the big jumps that I do, but you do also end up taking a little bit more damage. Which can be relevant if something goes wrong in the heat section. Hello? I will say, because every frame counts, the jump does end up feeling a little inconsistent at times. Which is, like, fine. It's actually part of the fun, but... Oh, that was terrible. If I have to make it compliment sandwichy. Nice. Much better than the last one. I got the shot rhythm down as well. I'm not gonna claim this is frame perfect, but those are like just looking really nice. Then I missed one entirely because I went too fast. It's generally better to be too slow than too fast because you'll miss a shot and you're doing the shot rhythm. There's so many faster ways through this room, but we'll get back to them. For the record, one thing that I do that I don't always see other runners do is maximize my time on the treadmills, like when they're going in my direction, and then minimize them on the time when they're not. I think most people know to avoid them when they're going against you, but I do feel like sometimes I'm like, why aren't you just running on the treadmill? That will move you over faster. And there's like so few ways in this game to consistently move faster horizontally, particularly when you don't have the H-dash. Ah, didn't have my double jump there, whoops. That, like, you know, something like them is just kind of a no-brainer to be using. And then even saying that, it took me forever to actually start, like, finding places where I could fit them in really well. Not like there's that many of them in the game. Ah, didn't flip around. That guy's been bothering me all night. The movement has been cleaner. Didn't fall in that hole though, or I guess hit my head in that hole though, so I'll take that as a win. Ah, didn't quite get the... There's a really good hook shot you can get that just launches you into this room here. Taking damage is another thing that can throw off shot rhythm. It's kind of subtle, but basically you'll like, you know, an enemy will shoot you and you are inactionable for a few frames after you've been shot. And if your shot that you were doing just happens to be at that time, you'll just lose the shot entirely. And that's something that I had to like really learn to control for. Because like a lot of the time, you show up at the enemy at the same time, they will kind of fire in the same way at you. I keep trying to get too cutesy there is the problem. Like you want to get long hook shots there, but like not crazy long. There we go, I finally flipped myself backwards to get a little boost from him instead of a knockback. Making the best of failure strats. Ah, there, because I shot it out of bounds or like into the door bit, you can see that I didn't get a hook shot because there aren't blocks that you can hook shot on the other side of that green transition. Just a loading zone. Nice, did get that on the first try. That's one of those, the less I think about it, the better kind of things. Took damage there, which is slightly slower, but not by very much. And that's kind of more on the RNG of the jellyfish. Tried to end up. They are some of the most RNG in the whole run, honestly. And it's all minor time losses, but like, you know, it's not nothing. Oops. Okay, so I did the hook jump there. That lets me get straight up to the thing, then I forgot that I did it, so I didn't get any bonus out of it. Hell yeah. You'll kind of notice that I missed that first one a decent amount. I think it's just that like my hands aren't quite in position. And then they are by the time that I get the second one, so it's like they're ready, you know, I'm ready for it. Starting to miss that a little bit. I was getting it earlier in the stream, but I haven't, like, I think the last 3 or 4 runs. So much specific room movement. I fucked up. I didn't press it a second time. Well, that'll be how this run dies. That's fine, though. I just wanted to show that movement off, which I still didn't do right, but it's fine. That's what I needed. It was because I was so busy adjusting that it messed up. That like kind of like just messed me up mentally. The reflex. I'm glad I got the big hook there at least once in this. Stop. Yeah, charge shot will kill him once he's like at that point, but the jump he does over that you have to move over for is already enough. Moving left to right and right to left in this game is genuinely the single biggest cause of time loss, other than dying. That's a really good hook shot. Let's see if he does it. Nope, I didn't break him that time. Wasn't, you know, perfect. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but at the same time, there are times when I know for sure I'm going to stop him. Just from having run this, how many does it say? 869 times on this set of splits? Hey, yeah, so there we go. That was where I, like I mentioned earlier, sometimes there's a failure state where you just hook shot perfectly into that little corridor there. I'm shocked I hit that. I wasn't even ready. Oh boy. Shambles. Fine. It's fucking fine. This was already a nightmare split anyway. What's a few extra seconds to tack on? I think that's an up hook shot there that makes that good, by the way. I think the uproot is better there. I mean, I took like no damage, which means that it's self-damage city in this room, baby. But yeah, like here, it's kind of like you want to just stick on this treadmill and this treadmill as long as you can, and then not touch these treadmills at all if you can. Though that usually takes at least a little bit of damage to get. No reason to get hit there. And then this, going in this direction, it's like I don't want to touch that treadmill, but I want to be on this treadmill. It's relatively minor, but I think especially in that room, when you get a good cycle and a good bit of treadmill boosting, that it actually makes a pretty good difference. And then I don't feel like losing my last run of the night to security overmind of all things, so I'm gonna take the heal that time. If I'd been at like 12, I probably wouldn't. Never gonna see another double bounce again. Bad. I'd be pretty happy to get hit this guy damageless if I could. That should be it. Okay, that's nice. That's a good consolation. You can warp away there as soon as the screen fully turns white. That's when the cutscene stops and you regain control of your character, even though you can't see him. If you do it before that, it's a soft lock, because you're stuck in a cutscene that won't end. You know, you're stuck in a cutscene and you've warped away from the trigger, to be specific. Great job, you. Yeah, that does still get me. So I look at the robot's right leg compared to that pixel there, and I can tell exactly where I'm standing. I did it again. I'm actually a little surprised that that didn't shell lock in there. Because, like, I also, the position I look for is for my legs to be touching both of his legs, and then they kiss. That usually gets me shell locked. Okay, I am fully charged. I heard the charge noise there. What a weird way to lose time on this split. Oh, you dicks. Jump. Alright, it's 24 seconds from when you get the final hit. That might be different on 50 FPS. I knew it by heart at one point. I'll tell you, when you have the world record, it feels like fucking forever. Like when you know that you have it, or at least you're pretty sure you have it. It takes literally forever. Even though you already know. That's right, baby. The galaxy is definitely saved. We killed the evil virus that was threatening everything. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, even just getting sub 20s off rip, that feels quite nice. I'm in the credits for this game now. Mostly because I did a bunch of the C++ stuff. Someone. Ah, this game is nice. It is very comfy to be playing. Sometimes I just really, really need that. Alright, well, that'll definitely do me for tonight. Did actually get this out to 2 hours. That's good. I am non-zero chance that I do a good amount of speedrunning in my evening streams while Serene's out for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks. We'll see. I'll probably do more of this. I might even learn the alien ending run, which is a lot more involved than this is, but like, this is so comfy that I'll definitely do more runs of this. Make sure I stretch my hands out, keep them in good shape for this kind of stuff, but... Alright. Well, I will definitely be back with 9 Souls on Sunday, because Serene wants to watch the game, so I'm not playing it on Tuesdays, but I am playing it on Sundays. Other than that, don't know if I'll do any streams like tomorrow or Saturday, but hey, we'll catch you when we catch you. Have a good one, everyone. I will see y'all later.